43 million of you federal student loan borrowers may want to pay attention to this one. Today, one House Democrat and two House Republicans filed a discharge petition to force a vote on a bill that would significantly cut down your student loan interest rate. Now, if you didn't know, interest rates on federal student loans are really high. Depending on the loan, borrowers are paying anywhere between 6 and almost 9% in just interest. And for lots of borrowers, that interest just gets out of hand, and eventually the loan balance grows bigger than it was when the loan was originally taken out. Well, today, Representative Jared Moskowitz, a Democrat from Florida, joined Republican Representatives Mike Lawler of New York and Anna Paulina Luna of Florida to file this discharge petition that would force the Affordable Loans for Students Act to the floor of the House for a vote. That bill, if passed, would cap federal student loan interest rates at just 2% instead of between 6 and 9%. That 2% rate would apply not only to federal student loans that are new, but also existing federal student loans and federal student loans that are not currently owned by the federal government. If passed, this bill would automatically refinance all of those loans to a 2% interest rate. The bill says that refinancing would happen without you having to do a thing. You, of course, could choose not to refinance to 2% if you wanted, but if you do want it, it would happen automatically. The bill also prohibits the government or whichever company owns your federal student loan at the time from extending your repayment period simply because the loan was refinanced, and would prohibit them from changing your repayment terms. But is this actually going to happen? Well, the bipartisan group of lawmakers behind this discharge petition seem to think they have a real shot here. But the reality is it's going to be an uphill climb for them. Discharge petitions are traditionally difficult because the Speaker of the House, in this case Mike Johnson, is in charge of the House floor. The Speaker gets to decide which bills go to the floor for a vote and which ones do not. And this one ain't one. But there's a mechanism called a discharge petition that rank-and-file House members can use to go around the Speaker and get their bill to the floor of the House without his approval. In order to override the Speaker, the sponsors of the discharge petition need to collect 218 signatures from sitting House members. Once the discharge petition gets 218 signatures, then there's this short waiting period, and after that, the Speaker must schedule the bill for a vote, regardless of whether he approves of it or not. Now, as I mentioned, discharge petitions historically are difficult, and they've been unsuccessful. It's really difficult to collect 218 signatures and override the Speaker. So I don't want to get your hopes up on this one. But discharge petitions are not impossible. In fact, one of the most famous cases of a successful discharge petition happened just last year when a Republican and Democrat in the House successfully pushed the Epstein Files Transparency Act to the floor for a vote over the objection of Speaker Johnson. That bill ultimately passed almost unanimously in both the House and the Senate, and that's how we all got to see those Epstein files. A discharge petition made that happen. So, if this 2% student loan interest rate is something you're interested in and you want to see it happen, I highly suggest you contact your House lawmaker, like right now, and tell him or her to sign this discharge petition. I'll also email some of the information about how to find your lawmaker out to tonight in my Fax HQ email, which of course is free, so make sure you sign yourself up.